Heading into July, the Cardinals had fallen to a 9-9 record, finding themselves in 5th place. There were some highs.
Luis Bernardo homers here in the top of the 9th, and Hamilton hops back out on top.
Tanner Rempel with the home run, and it extends the Hamilton Cardinals lead to 10-5.
Deep down the line in left field, drifting over into foul territory. Connor Hicks, did he catch that baseball? Yes, he did.
But equally some lows, making for a difficult month ahead.
Hey Lanny, Brian with the fake beard today.
Yeah, it looks like Poppy.
It's kind of lined up too.
The kids camp was an initiative that we brought back. The Cardinals have done that in the past, and Larry thought we should bring it back, and it was, pretty cool. Like, the kids get to be on our field. So yeah, it's a historic stadium, kind of creates a good atmosphere. I think it differentiates us a little bit more from other camps, just the fact that we're at the stadium, but also the players are heavily involved, like working as the camp counselors. And I've been impressed seeing the players, the way that they are with the kids.
Kids camp's awesome. 3 weeks of doing that sort of stuff with a few guys, and you have, I don't know how many kids ended up showing up. There's more and more each week, but it's cool to have them come out and kind of experience what we get to do on a daily basis, even though they might not see everything around the stadium, but they get to do a majority of the stuff. And it's good for us to get out there and kind of teach them, not only baseball stuff, but just life stuff. Just being able to go back and give back to the community and all that sort of stuff, and give these kids a summer that they'll never forget is a huge part of being a Cardinal. And I love doing that sort of stuff.
It's so much fun. You come in here every day, you're playing baseball with the kids, and I remember when I was that age too, right? You're trying to learn from people and you look up to these people. So I'm very grateful to be in a spot where I can kind of, give back and, get to do the same things I loved growing up and all that.
Catching and pitching, man, that's a grind. Did you guys win at least? Yeah, what was the score? 15-5, hey? Wow. Are you guys just that good, or was the other team that bad?
We're the best.
They're terrible?
Team ever. And
They are?
They did not get a hit.
What? They scored 5 though, what do you mean?
It's a lot of familiar faces for sure. You see these kids at camp, and then, a week later they're at the games, and you know their names now. They know your name. You're yelling at each other and saying hi, and it's awesome. I know some of the kids, like, we work with some teams around here. They come to games, and it's a lot of the same kids who come back, every week, and they just love to, come see us. And we always make sure we, make time for them. We'll bring them out for BP sometimes, or sometimes they'll get to bat boy and all that, right? So it's so much fun. I can already tell you, I can't wait to do camps again next year.
It's nice to be out here representing the Hamilton Cardinals, with these kids. They look up to us, the same way that when we were kids, we would look up to like the Blue Jays and other players and all around like that. And so they it's nice for them to be out here, and we love it to help them out.
Community's everything. Like I said before, all these kids, they come to our games, so it's important that, we lead by example and all that. What's up?
I have no one to throw with.
You have no one to throw with? I'll tell you what, when I'm done, if you don't have a partner, I'll throw with you.
We had a specific kids camp camper, his name was Doug, and he loved the guys. He came last year, he came this year. He's a die-hard Cardinals fan. He himself plays baseball in Ancaster. He's a great kid.
Dougie came to kids camp last year, and we kind of talked a little bit, and he was like my other little brother that I had. So, and then I was able to see him come back this year and do kids camp again for that last week. And, he was kind of, by my side every single day, and I was able to show him stuff.
Touch all the bases.
You gotta touch all the bases. Why is it the same shoe? Do you keep undoing it? Tying cleats out here. Don't touch. Stop. I'm not gonna, hey, I didn't even tie your shoe, man. Don't touch. Stop, Dougie. I'm not gonna give you that hat. Yeah. Okay. Ah, God. Did I forget how to tie shoes? I do tie my own shoes. Dougie, you gotta keep this thing tied,
we needed a bat boy, and so I reached out to his grandma and I said, would Doug be interested in coming out and being bat boy for the playoffs run? And apparently he like freaked out when he got the email because he just loves the Cardinals so much. He came to every game. His season had just ended, so he was like free on the weekends to come out and be our bat boy.
My whole family's watching me.
No way.
Yeah. That's cool.
When I got told that he was going to be bat boy for us that game, I was ecstatic. I know he was too. But yeah, that's like another little brother to me. I love that kid, and I'm happy to see that he comes out here and enjoys it as much as we do. And I'd do anything for him, and I know he's a big glue guy for us as well. So, and that even goes for Brian too from camp. Brian did an excellent job being bat boy for us, and he was able to be that glue for us that game, and we ended up winning that game too. So you can kind of say that both of those guys are like our good luck charms in a sense. So it's good to have them out.
And so seeing him at the field, I think truly when I think about like the most rewarding thing of last season, it's Doug, our bat boy, getting to come out because he was just so electric. He would like run out to get the bat and come back. Even my parents, when they come and watch games, they were like, that bat boy, like he just darts out to get stuff. So seeing him interact with the guys and being able to come and participate at the game level was huge. Definitely one of my most rewarding memories from last season. We have a lot of kids that will come to our Cardinals camp in the summer that are regular fans of the guys, and coming and being able to work one-on-one with them and see them in that environment is huge, and that grows our fan base because we're creating those memories for those kids that want to continue to come back. I'll always like pick up on this whenever games are happening, but kids will come stand by on the grandstands close to the game day tent, and they develop those relationships where they'll call down to the guys because they saw them at camp, or they had them as a camp counselor, or they came out to a team day and they met them, and they'll call their names, and the guys, all they do is just look up and smile or wave, and you can just see how excited those kids get. So that aspect of it, of bridging that gap between fan and player, is huge, and I think it really elevates the game day experience, especially for the younger generations.
I've been born and raised here in Hamilton, and being a part of the Hamilton Cardinals and being able to give back to the community and do this, I think it's been great to kind of see like the hometown team, be able to interact with the youth in the area. I really hope it gives these kids the desire to play baseball, to come out to the field, support us, see the game, learn the game, love the game. I think it means a lot to the community.
I think it's very important for the players to be viewed as role models. George always starts really stressing character with our players. We're looking for character players that we can bring in. It's such an we're so hands-on. Like I try to run it like a family-run business. We want really good people there. Yeah, if they're good role models, like in general, I think that gives the the local kids growing up in the community like a chance to look up to them and kind of see their career trajectory, and hopefully want to play for the Cardinals one day and see them as a positive influence. I think what's really unique about us is that there is no age limit with our league. These players can play for a number of years, and they can really build themselves in our community as role models. And the kids see them back year to year with the team. I think that really, really establishes it.
So I do lessons over at Strike Zone in Burlington. It's honestly like a really, really fun thing for me to do, because then I get to take like some of the, hopefully now more of the kids that are in Hamilton can come out and come work with me, which is like awesome because I love helping them out.
I know how important it is to have a role like this, and that's why I take it so serious and why I am so proud to be in the position I am. I take it so seriously to, be an inspiration, to be a positive role model, and I absolutely love when little girls come to the game and maybe they don't really want to watch baseball, but they're here with their family, they're here with their brothers, and I want them to see me and see like, wow, this is so fun to be in an atmosphere, an environment like this. And now not only are they intrigued in a game day, intrigued in baseball, but they see what I do, and maybe it's something they could do in the future. And I do not take that lightly. I think it's so important to be able to be a face and, to just be someone that is super committed. And yeah, every day I have to pinch myself, and I'm just so proud. What inspires me in general is just watching women in sports, it's just amazing to see the hustle, to see the grind, the hard work. I'm just in awe to see a woman go after what they want and be passionate about it, and it fuels me up. And again, I hope that's, you know, I could be that inspiration for someone as well. But anyone that goes after their dream is an inspiration to me.
A big initiative has been trying to partner with as many charities across Hamilton as possible. I think we're over 100 now. We try to do some ticket donations with them. We also do donations to some of their community events for silent auctions, or we'll make appearances. Of course, our mascot, Bernie our bird, loves to be out at all these community events. Yeah, so we've been, I think in 24, we surpassed the number that we did in 23, which is well over 100. And yeah, it's a year-round initiative. We still do a lot of, we're invited to a lot of banquets and a lot of different events in the off season. And it's good to connect with the community and try to use our platform in whatever way to support, the different initiatives across the city. There's so many.
For me, like staying in Hamilton now, we do a lot of community stuff now, like especially with Eric, and then we have lots of different schools we go to and meet people and different events and stuff like that. And a lot of that, it's kind of like meeting people in the off season, so that when the summer comes around, they're like, oh, let's go to a Cardinals game, right? I love being a part of that. Like all the people who come support us, if during the summer, if in the winter I can go, to some schools or events and meet people and shake hands, like I love to do that, right? It's kind of like our part of giving back for all the support we get. So I'd love to stay in the winter, get to see new people, meet new people, work with some, younger Cardinals teams, all that stuff. It's kind of like that little part of giving back, which I'd love to be a part of, so.
Yeah, I think the guys also really connect when they do those events. They've done some stuff with Mission Services and fighting food hunger in Hamilton. They've been down to the food banks and just having them a little bit into the trenches to help out and see the entire city of Hamilton. And we want to do whatever we can to help. And we see the other sports teams doing the same. Tiger Cats and Forge, right? If they're at an event too, we want to be there with them. Just using our platform, whatever way we can. So yeah, we're always there and we're always receptive to folks that reach out.
The Chatham-Kent Barnstormers in town to take on your Hamilton Cardinals. Don't look now. The Barnstormers have crept up and taken over in 5th place in the Intercounty, ahead of the Cardinals, who dropped into 6th place. Cardinals just looking to get back into the win column as they head to the All-Star break tomorrow. Then there's the first punch-out of the night for the Cardinals.
That's how you beat a team, okay? You suffocate them, you make them make the plays. They didn't, we capitalize. That's how you win, that's how we play, that's how we have to continue to play, and we will continue to play like that. Everyone did their part. No one tried to do too much. There was no individuals, it was a team. If you do that, you're gonna be in every game, which we are, but we're gonna take leads and we're never going to give them up.
Takaguchi with a 10 strikeout performance, holding the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers to just the 1 run on 6 hits.
I think today was something that we really needed. Just a boost of confidence. Obviously, we've been a little bit sluggish in our last couple games, especially as of late. And so I think the big thing is just, obviously, nice win today. Feels good. Hopefully, we'll keep rolling with it and take it into next week and into the playoffs.
Use this momentum. Use it. Don't forget it, okay? Don't forget this feeling that you have right now. This is a feeling that you want to stick.
I'm happy.
Being a pitcher is a love-hate relationship for sure. I've been doing it my whole life, and there's times where it seems easy and there's a lot of times that it seems extremely hard. I think it's one of the hardest things to do in sports is be able to go out there and be able to throw different pitches for strikes and whatnot. And days you're going to have your A stuff, and majority of days you're going to have your C stuff.
Panthers get 4 runs on this inning here.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
You dummy. What are you doing?
Okay, I gotta take him out.
Yeah.
We make everything so interesting. We do? Yeah. Our team is like, we just don't want boring games where we beat on teams. Strikes, baby. All right, let's go. All right.
The hardest thing I think is to deal with when you give up a big hit. if you can minimize those hits, like if your big hit is a 110 mile an hour single, that's different than a 110 mile an hour triple. Like those things change your game. Where it's like, I know that the best way to do this is not get in my own head about it and just know like guys are gonna hit, but I am also gonna strike guys out. And I don't look back on it, and I don't really ever second guess myself on the mound much. If you go out on the mound and you're not confident, you're gonna get eaten alive, especially with some of the hitters in this league. Like there's some guys that they will just, they'll make you fear wanting to be up there against them if you let them. But kind of just push that aside and be like, I'm the bigger, I'm gonna get you today. Like today's my day.
Touch third. Let's go!
You good? Mizuki, keep going. Yeah, you good, right?
Yeah, I didn't be tired, so.
Yeah.
Usually I start, but I've done obviously my time in the bullpen as well. I think just as a staff, we're such a tight-knit group that everyone has each other's backs. Like we love to goof around and do whatnot, but when it comes time to get to business and go in and do our job, I think everyone has each other's backs. Like you never want to root down for somebody or get too high, but we're like brothers down there. Everyone has each other's backs, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to get our job done. So it's a very tight-knit group, and I don't think you'll find a closer group of pitchers than us, for sure.
Exactly. Just make a rule for yourself that you're not going to miss middle unless it's 2-2. That's how I do it.
All right.
If I got 2 balls on a guy, then I'm okay with missing middle because I'm getting closer to walking him, right?
Okay.
But just first pitch strikes. First pitch is yours. Take it every time.
The biggest thing like I've learned is like in college, I was all over the place. I didn't know how to pitch really. I was like a thrower, not a pitcher. I kind of just got up there and the catcher called a pitch and I threw it because he called it, not because I knew it was a good pitch. Now I can sit up there and be like, he's calling a curveball. Think about it, like why is he calling that? Like I know there's a reason behind it, where I have to put it. Like it's not just, oh, throw it over the middle of the plate because it needs to get done. It's like, oh, I need to put it in like the bottom left corner. I need to put this, like I can bounce it in front of the plate because he's seen 2 fastballs up, it looks the same. And now it's tunneling, he swings over top of it, we get out of the inning.
So it's being able to go out there and compete with the same mindset every single time. And, like I said, you're not going to be at your best every single time. And, you're going to lose games, you're going to have outings that are awful, and you're going to reflect on and be like, what was I doing, this sort of thing. And, it can kind of catch up to you a little bit. I know I'm definitely a work in progress for sure. It can be a struggle, but, at the end of the day, you have to be able to have that confidence in yourself. And, if others believe in you, but you don't believe in yourself, then it's, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. So being able to have that sort of edge to be a pitcher is crucial. And, I vouch for everybody that pitches is to work on your mental game just as much as the physical part. So I'm a work in progress myself. This game humbles you. So to be able to go out there with the same mindset every single time is huge. And, hopefully go out there and do our jobs the best we can.
The All-Star game had made a return to the league in '24. It was the first time that's been done in a few years. So to have a few players named and having Chris Piano named to the All-Star team, that was really cool. The rosters were determined by a fan vote, which again, our fans got out there, voted, got our guys into the All-Star game. Tyler Duncan was there as the starting shortstop for the team. I believe he was our only starter for it. We had Dennis DeVanning. It was his first time being named an All-Star and kind of like winning a league accolade like that. And then we had Mizuki and Iguchi there. So yeah, representing us. I think that kind of showed to George, like, hey, he made some really good decisions, that he brought in 2 All-Star pitchers.
Portulato faces a new arm and a unique arm out there on the mound in Mizuki Akatsuka.
Unique is a great way to put it. He throws dominantly with the right, but also will throw with the left. So he's starting off with the left here, and hey, it's an All-Star game, so why not?
Absolutely. You'd love to see things like this in an All-Star game. The 3 batters he's set to face are lefty, lefty, righty. Portulato, Cardoso, Mullen. 2 lefties, and then Mullen, of course, bats from the right side.
Oh, so now he's going to switch to the right side.
I think
only in an All-Star game.
Absolutely. That's the only reason.
And he almost hit him.
He says, my bad. Is he going to go every pitch? Okay, here we go. I love it.
This is what you love in an All-Star game. He's going left, right, left, right. Look at the guys in the dugout. They love it.
Luis was there too. I believe he was a reserve. Again, he was voted into the All-Star game. He's so well respected across the league. And then we also had Chris Piano there as the manager. So it was nice to kind of have our group there. Yeah, they represented us very well. I think they had a really good experience.
Yeah, for the All-Star weekend, I know they had the home run derby. They had talked about it, but none of us were really sure who was going to do it yet. And then sure enough, Eric reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want to be a part of it?" And I feel like I couldn't say no. So I said, "Yeah, of course," And so that was fun. That was tons of fun. I've been in one before when I was so young, probably like 10, but I won. And so I knew I was like, hey, I'm shooting 100% in these things, so I got a chance, right? And sure enough, we went down there. I brought Niles with me too, because he throws BP to me usually, and it was awesome. We had a warm-up round, and I hit 0 well into warm-up, and I was like, oh, this is a good start, great. And so me and Niles were laughing about that, but I told him, I was like, man, even if we go up there and hit 0, like, this is so cool to be a part of, right? It's tons of fun. And I think I did an interview pre-home run derby, and they were like, how many do you want to hit? And I just said, I'm number 5. I'll be happy with 5,
That ball is high and deep to right field, and that ball is going to be number 5, so he's hit his quota.
I think that might have been a low number for Tyler Duncan, a 5 home run total, especially with the way the ball's been flying so far in this home run derby.
That is absolutely launched. That's going to be number 10, and with that, he will advance. What a show, Tyler Duncan.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I just told myself you cannot hit 0, Tyler. So I was getting a hard time for some of the guys before I left. Once I got that first one out of the way, I feel like it was nice to find a groove. I had Niles throwing, he was money at it, so that made it a lot easier for me.
The guys were just absolutely destroying the baseballs, like hitting them out of the park. And then like when Tyler went out there, I was like, holy shit. Like, sometimes you're around greatness all the time and you're like, you get used to it. And then for him to just shine like that in front of the league, he was just destroying the baseball. And yeah, he put on a show for the entire league.
Number 4, back it goes, and God, he needs one more.
He's at 4, he needs one more here.
Tyler Duncan's going to go to the final with about 3 minutes of spare time here, combined between round 1 and round 2.
Yeah, Tyler Duncan's in a good spot, that's for sure.
Deep to right.
That ball is back. Is it number 5? You bet. And Tyler Duncan
to the finals.
Advances to the finals.
Tyler Duncan.
And it'll be Duncan taking on Josh Garton with 2 minutes left on the clock.
The atmosphere was really good. Like the players were cheering each other on and they were interacting with players from other teams. Like it was a really, really good atmosphere.
As that ball is way back, and he's going back to back, right down the line of the first base side. That ball is onto the roof of the house in right field. Does that one have enough on it? Back, and gone. He's got 3. 30 seconds to go. That ball is walloped. Right field. Look out below. It comes onto the roof of the houses. Line shot to right. He's got double digits. It's gone with 7 seconds. He's going to have 11. Duncan to the moon. Back it goes, gone, and that's the number to beat. Wow.
11 home runs in 2 minutes for Tyler Duncan. What a performance. Mentioned at his timeout that it was well within reason that he would reach the 10 home run mark. In fact, he gets over that, hits 11. I think he hit the ball the furthest onto a rooftop that we've seen today. I mean, that was nearly on the other side of the house.
It was fun. I know I made it to the finals, and I kind of the advantage going second because you just know the number you have to beat, right? So my first round I had to beat one number. I did it with like a minute left. Second round, I did it with a couple minutes left. So I didn't take that many swings throughout the day, which definitely helped me, right? And then in the last round, I had to go first to kind of set the tone, which was different. And it was me and Josh Garton in the final round. He hits balls far, and I was like, this is going to be a tough one for sure. And
He needs 3 and 9 seconds.
Fans, bring him home. Let's hear it for Josh.
I don't know if it's going to happen, Dylan. Garten is out of gas. He's done. What a performance. Tyler Duncan takes the championship. What an effort from Josh Garten. But how about Tyler Duncan? This kid is something else.
Tyler Duncan, last year's Intercounty Baseball League MVP. 4 home runs this season, 16 last year on the day. He was so impressive.
Hey, he led the league in home runs last year. Like, he showed he was still a home run king.
Amidst all the excitement, something was looming in the back of everyone's minds: the upcoming trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean, getting close to the trade deadline, obviously there's a little bit of added pressure. You got to make sure all your guys are qualified with at-bats or pitchers with pitching innings, all that kind of stuff. So it does add a little pressure, I would say, to perform and, get those guys in, make sure they're all qualified, especially with guys leaving for school, because there's a couple guys that we do have that are leaving. For example, Connor Hicks, behind the plate, he's one of our bigger guys who we rely on a lot. A little bit of our pitching staff, Gadget, one of our closers. So obviously there's some big roles to fill when it gets to this point in the year, a little later before playoffs. But we got the core group of guys here. Hopefully we can, not hopefully, that's a bad word for it. We will have a good playoff.
This is the final chance for teams to complete their rosters with a team that will take them through the IBL postseason. But for the Hamilton Cardinals, a big shift has rocked the entire front office.
Yeah, so we had a lot of changes this week. We had a game Monday night, and during the game, George told myself and Larry that he got a job promotion with PBR, which is Prep Baseball Report. He already works for them, but he got a job promotion to move to Kelowna, British Columbia. And we're super happy for George, but he decided that he was going to step down as GM. So I sat down with Larry and we just decided that we're going to take on GM by committee. And we have been trying to get ourselves through the trade deadline and the signing deadline, which is this coming Monday night.